Welcome to the Student Support Services video. Over the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to let you know how Student Support Services can help you while you're at NTU.
Your time at uni should and will be some of the best years of your life, and the Student Support team can help you make the most of your time here. They offer lots of advice and support to help keep you healthy, make your money last, and help with any practical issues so you can keep on track with your studies.
There are over 24,000 students at NTU, with 7,000 to 8,000 starting each year. It would be naive to think that every student will get through university without the odd problem or issue, so you will not be alone if you need to seek advice. Student Support Services are used to dealing with all sorts of queries and questions, so never be afraid to ask.
And to show you there's no such thing as a silly question, here are the more unusual requests the team have received.
Can you help me rehouse my dog? Hi, have you seen a girl with brown hair come to the desk in the last few days? Can you sort my blisters out?
Student Support Services is just one part of the university support network, so don't forget to make the most of everything that's available to you. Let's hear from some of the students about where they might go for help with issues, problems, or just to seek advice.
My piece of advice would be to talk to fellow students because everyone's in the same boat, they're all going through the same worries and no one's been there before, so everyone's doing the same thing. So to discuss all their problems with each other, it helps and everyone gets their issues out there and you realise that you've all got the same issues, so it makes you feel a lot happier.
I was actually pretty lucky in that I'd had a brother that came to university, he came through Nottingham as well, so he was able to give me loads of really useful advice, especially during first year, like the tricky times during that.
Well, in terms of support, my best advice would be to go to your tutor. I know particularly for me, all through the course, that's been the case, especially in first year. You know, you're finding your feet, you're trying to work your way into the course, trying to understand what the projects are about, how to best go about them. Yeah, go to your tutor, best advice I've got.
That's 3 ways you can get help and advice. You can also speak to course reps, your student union, tutors, university support staff such as careers and resident staff. But what about accessing student support services?
Visit our website for your initial inquiries. In the first instance, this is a great place to come to gain some information about the services we provide. This would include careers, accommodation, mental health, financial support, dyslexia, counselling and many other support services as well. If you can't find what you need straight away via the website, you can also book appointments with us. You can do this online, or you could phone us, email us, or come and visit one of our centres which are located at every campus.
So as mentioned there's lots of ways to access the student support services, and on each campus there's a student service centre. Here at the City campus it's based on the ground floor of the Newton building.
Here at Clifton, it's based near the Point Student Union, and at Brackenhurst, it's in the Bramley building. So, let's find out what services the student support team offer.
Dyslexia support,
Counselling,
financial support,
care leaver support,
Autism support,
international support,
Mental health support,
disability support.
mature student support.
As you can see, the services on offer are very comprehensive, so let's take a closer look at some of the issues the team can help you with.
As a student, it is your responsibility to manage your finances effectively. If you do ever run into any difficulties, then feel free to contact our service. No question is really too big or too small. It could be just one question that you may have, or it could be a bigger problem. But we'd really like to stress that if you do experience any difficulties at all, to try and contact us as soon as possible to avoid any unnecessary difficulties.
One of our key messages would be to join a GP practice, get a local doctor in Nottingham. So then if you do have any concerns, then you've always got that point of contact. We do have 2 GP practices, one on the City site and one on the Clifton campus. So we're making it as easy as possible for students to access health services while they're here.
If you have any personal, emotional or mental health issues affecting your life at university, we can offer time for you to talk about these and agree the best way forward. There are a number of ways you can access support by completing a short online application form, by coming to one of the student services desks on campus or by phoning Wellbeing services.
We're here to help all international students at NTU, so if you're an international student and you've got any questions, if you have any questions about your visa, if you have any questions about living in the UK, the best thing to do is probably to have a look at our website on the Student Services Centre web pages. There's lots of information there. There are guidance notes that you can download. There is some information about the processes for renewing your visa. So that should be your first port of call.
So Student Services provides support to students with physical and sensory disabilities, specific learning differences such as dyslexia and autism spectrum conditions. The type of support offered ranges from specialist one-to-one support for dyslexia or mental health differences, or it might even include special exam arrangements such as extra time.
I think without it, me achieving a degree would not have been possible. The one-to-one support that I received for me was invaluable.
The support isn't just, oh, you're a new student, we want to keep you happy. It's throughout, and it's not just, oh, if you've got an easy problem, we can resolve it. It's, we are here to help you, we're here to support you, to make you do the best that you can in the situation you're in. And I think that essentially is what it's about, and I think they fulfilled everything in the criteria as far as I'm concerned. And it made me a lot more confident and a lot braver and a lot more, I don't know, able to be a student, really, and concentrate on what I came here to do.
So, hopefully now you've got a good idea about how student support services can help and support you during your time at NTU. Even if you have an issue or need help with something that you don't think fits student support services, don't hesitate to ask them, because if they can't help you, they'll be able to point you in the direction of someone who can.
The information provided and more can be found at the NTU website at www.ntu.ac.uk/SSS. There you'll find a wealth of information about the services the student support provide.
So that just about brings us to the end of our video, but before we finish, we've been out and about on campus asking students for their top 10 bits of advice on how you can help yourselves while at uni. Thanks for watching and enjoy NTU.
My top tip for succeeding at university would be to make sure you eat healthily, get your 5 a day, as it keeps your brain ticking over and you can concentrate hard in lectures.
My top tip would be to budget your money. When your bank loan first comes in, it's a temptation to go out and spend it all in once, but you need to remember to budget throughout the term.
Make sure you plan. Good time management and handing in assignments on time will really help minimise stress.
My top tip is be aware of all your support networks. Apart from student support services, you've also got your teachers and your peers and your friends.
My top tip would be to get involved as much as possible and join a sports club or a society, as it's a great place to meet friends and looks really good on your CV.
Even Facebook gets boring after a while. Go out and meet your friends, or maybe catch the late train home and keep up to date with your loved ones.
My top tip is to enjoy university. It's a great time, but remember why you're here.
My top tip to succeed at university is getting familiar with Now, which is NTU Online Workspace, where you can access your email, find all the useful resources and find your timetable.
My top tip is this: remember, respect and consent. Give it, get it, expect it.
My top tip would be make the most of student support services. They're there to help you with whatever issue you might have, however small that may be.